Hey, Mike with Nerd Problems Gaming here, and welcome to Nerd Problems Gaming, the channel where we go through the good and bad of everything nerdy to make sure you spend your time on the best of the best. In today's video, I'll be doing a review of Secret of Evermore for Super Nintendo, so stay tuned. Now, if you're not familiar with this game, it's one of my favorite RPGs on the Super Nintendo, and you play basically as a boy and his dog, right? And you're from Podunk, USA, so it's kind of funny in that sense, but basically you get thrown into this adventure. You're wandering around town with your dog, and he goes off and gets into this abandoned warehouse and ends up being kind of this scientist lab, and you get caught in this machine and it transports you to the land of Evermore. And so it's a pretty cool concept where you go to this new land, it's you and your dog. But what's neat about this game, again, it's a action, top-down RPG, but what's cool is it puts you in kind of different eras as well. So you're going to go into like a prehistoric era, like a medieval era, a future era, and as you go through, it's pretty neat as well. Your dog is going to actually transform into kind of a dog that's fitting for the time period. So like a giant prehistoric wolf dog in the first area, like a majestic kind of greyhound in another era, a poodle in another era. And again, as you go through these different time eras or these different areas of the game, your dog's going to transform. Now, what's cool about this is you work together. Your dog is going to be more like AI controlled, but you can also switch between you and the dog who you're controlling. So you could have the computer control your main character as well, which is pretty cool. But again, as you go throughout this land of Evermore, you're going to pick up different swords, different axes, different lances, weapons as you acquire throughout your journey. And what's cool is you can actually level up all these different weapons that you find. So by using them more often, they're going to get stronger, they're going to level up, and then you have different charged attacks based on the level of the weapon. So you can improve the weapons. Different weapons are going to be more effective against different enemies that you're facing. They have kind of a different play style with each different weapon. So again, as you travel throughout these areas, you're going to pick up these different weapons, improve them as you go. And so that's a lot of fun. There's a lot of grinding with that, which I like in an RPG, leveling up your character, focusing on that. But what's also cool about this game, it has kind of a unique twist when it comes to magic. So it's called alchemy in this game, and instead of having like an MP meter, you're actually going to find different items throughout the game and then mix those together to create different spells that you can use on your enemies. So it's cool in the fact that you find spells throughout the game, so you don't necessarily go to like a shop and buy the spells themselves. You have to kind of find them hidden throughout the game, or you learn them at certain key story points in the game as well. So that's kind of fun. So there's a lot to find hidden throughout this game as well. So I know there were spells I didn't find until like my third playthrough going through this game. So that was a lot of fun to find those different spells, learn them, and then apply different tactics. And that's cool too, because different spells are obviously more effective on certain enemies. You can change your play style. And then what's also neat is as you use these spells, the alchemy, more often, it levels up and gets stronger. So again, you can really customize your gameplay every time that you play, what you like. Maybe you like long range spells or fire spells, or again, whatever the case might be, you can customize what you use and how you play, the weapons you use, again, that play style, your attack pattern. So it's a lot of fun in that. Another cool thing is there's big boss fights throughout this game as well, and so those get really intense. So you got to figure out what weapon do you want to use, what kind of patterns does it have, what kind of spells are going to be effective that you need to level up prior to that. So it's a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of hidden things throughout the game. It's a cool storyline, and it's always fun, like I said, to see your dog really transform as you go throughout the ages and the different areas throughout the game as well. So again, recommend picking this game up if you haven't played it. It's a lot of fun. It's a cool RPG. It's a great action RPG. RPG. Like I said, I don't feel like they necessarily make a lot like this now these days, so it's fun to pick up a game like this and play through it. So the graphics are cool, the music is good, and then like I said, I really like the gameplay. I think that's probably the strongest point in this game. You know, the storyline's good, not amazing, but it's a fun playthrough and it's a fun journey to go through playing this game. So again, pick this game up if you haven't got it yet, and hopefully you got some benefit and value out of this video. And if you did, you know, feel free to comment and share and subscribe to our channel as well. And then also, maybe you'd like to see more content like this faster, help us pick videos on the channel, get early access to videos. If that sounds like something you'd like to check out, be sure to consider becoming a patron of ours over on patreon.com/nerdproblemsgaming. Again, that's patreon.com/nerdproblemsgaming. And then, like I said, when you become a patron, you can plug into early access of videos, help us pick videos, and more, as you can learn over on patreon.com/nerdproblemsgaming. But again, also, if you'd like to see us live on Twitch, streaming games, doing Let's Plays, plug into that as well. Feel free to follow us over on Twitch at twitch.tv/MikeMacDirect. Again, that's twitch.tv/MikeMacDirect to plug into our Let's Plays and more. But again, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you more soon.